So the engineers said, how are we going to solve this problem? Let's make a high torque power tool. So now NASA invents the high torque. Now that is the only way you're buying a power tool today is the cordless variety. All construction sites. They're not looking for a power outlet for these things. So why didn't we invent this without the $20 billion space race? You didn't. You didn't think about it. You said, oh, I can plug it in. This is great. You're not even thinking what you need. So yes, there are all of these applications, but I don't, that's a good reason to do it, but I don't think it's the best reason. The best reasons are, my gosh, don't you want to keep dreaming? Don't you want to keep looking into the future?
That would be ideal, but that's not attractive to people that are spending tax dollars. When it comes to tax dollars, people get super pragmatic and they go, why do we need to go to Mars? Now, what we need to do is take care of this and pay for that, and we're the deficit and the budget. And
NASA's budget today is 0.4% of the federal budget. So if you take $1,
0.4%.
I will quantify that for you. Take a dollar bill, and imagine that's your tax dollar, and you can cut it to whatever percent you want. So let's cut 0.4% off of the edge. That doesn't get you into the ink. You're still in the white
area.
Border around it.
You wouldn't even notice. They take that dollar.
You could trim that off the dollar and
pay for anything.
So my point is, most of the people who say, don't spend it here, spend it there, they think NASA has more budget than it actually does. If you ask them, how much do you think they're getting? Oh, 10%, 5%, several percent. No, it's 0.5%. So if you're going to tell me that if you can take that 0.4% and spend it in these other problems and solve them, I would say, yeah, go right ahead. But is this where you really want to pull the money from? When it's the only thing that has us thinking about tomorrow, has us thinking about a future.
Well, for a guy like you, that's super important. But for a guy who lives in Cleveland, who doesn't give a shit about science.
Excuse me. That's like the person who says, okay, I don't need the space program. Why do I need the space program? I have my cell phone and I have the Weather Channel and I know anything I need. This is...
Yeah.
You're using GPS satellites to understand where you are on this earth, to understand where grandma's house is.
Do you know who created it?
Who created what?
Who created spread spectrum technology that led to GPS and Wi-Fi?
Who is that?
Hedy Lamarr.
Oh, I did know that. Yes.
Beautiful
yes, she did.
actress, 1941.
Yes, she did.
How about that?